Hello and welcome to WordPress tutorials. In today's video I'm going to show you how to build a multi-vendor store just like Amazon, eBay, Flipkart, Walmart and Daraz. So people will come to your website, they will start selling on your website by adding their products, and when a product is sold, then you will get notified. You can keep your commission and send the rest of the payment to the vendor who sells their products on your website. And for this you will need a WordPress installation, and if you don't already have a WordPress hosting, then I will suggest to please buy the Bluehost hosting, because that is very good for online shops or even multi-vendor stores. So if you want to buy Bluehost hosting, then please go with the hosting link in my description, in this video's description. And once you buy your hosting and domain and install WordPress on it, come to your dashboard, and first of all you will need a WordPress theme called Astra, and we will first build an online store, and then we will turn it into a multi-vendor store by using a plugin named Dokan. So let's start with the theme installation. Click on Appearance and Themes. As you can see, I am having 2019 theme by default. Click on Add New. In the search bar, type Astra and press enter. Click on Install Now for the Astra theme. After installation, click on Activate. If you are new to our channel and this is your first video, then please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our future updates, and it's also good for our channel, and we will keep posting the new good videos. Okay, after activating the theme, come to plugins and add new. In the plugin search, type Astra again, but this time it will be a plugin. For Astra starter templates, click on Install Now. Activate the plugin. Okay, now when we have our theme and plugin already installed, click on Appearance and click on Starter Templates, which is added by the Starter Templates plugin. It will add some default themes for you, and you can choose any website for this, but as we are planning store, then look for a store already built. So this is the brand store theme. Click on this first and then click on import complete site. You can also import just the home page, but we will need the WooCommerce plugin and all the necessary plugins needed for this website. So we will click on import complete site. Now if you are making a new site, then you can choose this function, so all your junk posts or pages or media will be deleted, but we will keep that because it will not affect. Okay, import customizer setting, import Elementor style kit, import widgets, install required plugins and import contents. Yes, all are checked. Click on import and wait for this step, because this will be completed within 5 to 10 minutes. It may take long depending on your internet speed and your hosting speed, but if you are going with Bluehost hosting, then it will take very short time. And it is again requested that please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Once this step is done, then you will be able to view your site. So go ahead and click on view site. This is how it will look like. I already had a menu, so that was a conflict. Let me just delete the menu, and this was the site before importing the contents. So let's go ahead and change your menus if needed. If you click on the delete before site and checked it, then all the menus will also be deleted. Okay, now for the main menu, click select, and let me delete the extra things from the menu. Okay, after deleting these things, let me arrange it more. So men and women will be under the store, as well as accessories. About will be the second page, and account and contact will be the last. Save menu. Now come to the front end and click refresh. Now you can see that the menu is looking good. Men, accessories and women are under the store, and from the bottom, for her, for him, and the quick links menus also can be changed from these menus. This is for him, for her, and quick links, so you can also manage them. Okay, now come to your website. As you can see, the WooCommerce is installed, and you can set up your payment methods and all things in the WooCommerce settings tab. But let's first install a Dokkan plugin to set up a multi-vendor store. Click on plugins, add new. In the search bar, type Dokkan, DOKAN, hit enter. Install the Dokkan plugin by VDevs. Click on activate. After activation the Dokkan plugin, it will start installation wizard, self wizard. So click on let's go. Now it will ask you for vendor store URL. You can leave it as the store because your main URL will be your website, and then the store will be /store, but you can name it anything you want. So the URL will be like this. Okay, the shipping fee will be paid by vendor or admin. You can choose them, but the shipping fee will be obviously paid by vendor. Tax receipt, you can choose it. If admin, it means you will be liable to pay the tax fee or the vendor. So I'll leave it vendor as well. Map API, I'll leave Map API as it is because I do not have Ape API key, and I also do not want to embed the map. So this is Sensor. Turn it off. Click on continue. Okay, now the next step will be new vendor enable selling. What does this mean? That when a new vendor will register to your website, then it may ask you to approve his status so he can start selling, or you can turn it off. So whenever a vendor is registered, then he will be already able to sell any products, and there will no need to approval. So I'll turn it off. And the commission type you want to receive is a percentage or a flat rate. The percentage means that if a product is about 200 and you set the percentage to 20%, then you will get $40. So if a product is $100, then you will get $20 for that percentage. But if you make a flat rate, that doesn't matter if the product is $500 or $100, you will get exactly $2 or $3 whatever you write here. So in my case, I'll leave it as percentage, and 10% commission will be there. Okay, order status change. Vendor can change the order status. It means that whenever a person buy anything from your vendor, then he can be able to change the status of the order to completed or paid or processed or anything. But we will turn it off because the status will be in admin's hand. So click on continue to next step. Now the next step is setting up a payment gateway. For example, if PayPal and bank transfer. So if you want to integrate any other payment option, then WooCommerce have multiple extensions for Stripe or for any Visa card or MasterCard, but we will keep the PayPal and bank transfer enabled. And the minimum withdrawal limit means that when a user sell products about $200, then he will be able to withdraw. Otherwise he will not be able to withdraw amount if his account balance is 180 or 150 or anything below the 200 threshold. So this is the minimum withdrawal limit, and order status for withdrawal means that a vendor will be able to withdraw his amount whenever order is completed, or in processing stage, or on hold, but we will make it completed, because once the order is completed, then the vendor will be able to withdraw his money. Otherwise the money will stay on your account and you can return it to the buyer anytime. So click on continue to the next step. In the next step, they provide you the WooCommerce conversion tracking, which we do not want to add, and click on continue. Now our multi-vendor store is ready. Click on visit to Dokkan dashboard so you can check your settings. All these settings are also available in the Dokkan setting page, but this wizard helps us a lot. Okay, the dashboard will show you the states about the number of vendors, the number of sales, and amount in your account, and amount you owe for to vendors. So these are only the states. Withdraw means whenever a person is trying to withdraw the money, which account have more than $200 in it, then you will receive that request here, and you can process the request after you check it. Okay, you can also see how many vendors you have here in this account, and there are also some pro features, but we will stick with this free version because this plugin have all the options what we need. Okay, on this, in the settings menu, all the settings we just did in the wizard are here, but also some new settings. Okay, in the general, there the store URL, the vendor setup wizard logo. This setup logo will be only appeared when a vendor tries to register, and he will also see a wizard to set up his store name, his products, and anything related to the vendor setup will be set up from here. So a vendor setup logo, choose a file. I'll choose a random file from my media library so I can check what logo he choose. I'll select this world, and I'll show you this world icon when showing you the vendor setup dashboard. Okay, you can also disable the welcome wizard, so vendors will manually do these things from his dashboard. That dashboard will look like this, but wizard is very helpful, so we will not disable that. Store terms and conditions, yes, enable, and save changes. Now click on sellings options. So this is the exact option what we did on our wizard. Commission type is percentage, 10%, shipping free recipient vendor, and tax recipient is also vendor, and new vendor product upload. Yes, this is the option what we want to allow user for, or what we want to disallow them. A new vendor product upload, allow newly registered vendor to add the products. Yes. Disable product pop-up, disable new product pop-up view. Okay. Order status change, allow disabled vendor to update the status. Yes, we keep this disabled, but only the newly registered vendor will be able to add the products as soon as they register. So click on save changes. Now the next tab is withdraw options. So this is the same settings which we did in the wizard. The page settings means dashboard page, my orders page, store listing page. These pages are already made, but you will also have to build a page for terms and condition, and then select that page within this menu. So this is very necessary. Okay, now we will open a new browser where we are not logged in as admin, and just to show you how a vendor or a customer can be registered to your website. So as you can see, we have home, about, store, account, and contact us. So when a user click on account, and he will not be taken to his account page because it's not registered yet, and he will see a page like this, the login or register. So we will also change the name of this menu to reduce the confusion. So come to your dashboard where your admin is logged in, and come to appearance and click on menus. We will change the account menu to account/register. So people will understand that if they do not have an account, then they will be taken to register or login page. So after this, come to your front end and refresh the home page. Now you can see that there is a text mentioning account/register. Click on this, and for a new user this page will be opened. So here we will mention that I am a customer or I am a vendor. When a customer tries to register, then he will be asked for email address and password, which will directly be sent to his email address, and he can activate his account by clicking the link. But if a vendor want to register, then there will be extra fields like these. So let me add a new user. Give your password. First name. The shop name, I'll leave it as it is, as the name of the person, and the shop URL will be automatically generated, and you can see the shop URL as /store and / the username which we mentioned here. Okay, the phone number, and then click on register. Okay, after this the user will be brought to this wizard, and this is the logo which we just chose from the admin side for the vendor register dashboard. Okay, click on let's go, and a vendor will be asked to set up his payment, his store products per page, yes, street, his address, postal code, country, and state name. So these are the necessary options for his profile. Let me fill these. Show email address in the store or not. Vendor can choose any option. If he want to show his email address on his store, then he will just click this and click on continue. Okay, here he will be asked for his PayPal email and his bank account information. If he do not have any bank account, then leave it blank and continue. Only PayPal will be added to his account. So go to dashboard. Vendor will click this, and his dashboard will look something like this. On his dashboard he can see the sales, earnings, page views for the date he selected, and orders, and also this graph and other states. Also he can add the products, he can withdraw amount, settings. He can also set up his account again from here, which settings he made on the wizard. So these are all these settings, but he can also add a banner and a profile picture to his profile. So the next important thing is the products. So how can he add the products to his store? So click on products, add new product. First the product cover image, upload cover image. He can add his product image. For example, this is the product image, and the product name ACF shirts, for example, is shirts. The price will be 15, and discounted price if applicable, but if he do not have the discounted price, then 15 will be okay, but if he have, then it will be 12, for example. He can also add gallery images from here. Select a category, so it's men's shirts, Now the product tags, shirt, men, etc. Okay, there are no tags in our admin, and a short description. This is a custom shirt. If you order it, we will print and send it to you via your address. Add and create. Okay, one product added. You can create another product, or you just close this this thing. Okay, the review is still pending because whenever a product is posted, then it will need the admin's approval. So come to the browser where you are logged in as a dashboard, as a administrator. So click on WooCommerce products, and you will see the product which the vendor just added, and you can publish it after reviewing it. Here is the product which is added by the vendor, and this is the author name, which is probably the vendor's name, and category men. The price is also mentioned, in stock, and it's pending. So click on edit to see what changes needs to be done. But if all's okay, then you can just publish the products by clicking here. You can check the category if the product is in the right category, and the prices, the image, the gallery, the short description is also okay, and you can add a long description here. So click on publish to make it visible for the users. And if you come to your front end and click on the store, then you will be able to see that products listed on your store. Here it is. So this product is by that vendor, and people can buy this now, and you will get a commission of 20% from this £12. You can change currency. It doesn't matter that it's in pounds, it's in rupees, or it's in dollars. You can change it from the WooCommerce settings by coming to WooCommerce and settings page. Scroll down to the currency option. Here you can select any currency you want. For example, USD, dollar, Australian dollar, or Canadian dollar, or Hong Kong dollar. Any dollar can be selected from here. Or if you charge rupees, then it's Indian rupee, Pakistani rupee, and all these currencies. So changing currency is not a problem. Now come to your vendors dashboard and refresh the vendors dashboard, and you can see that it will be published now. As we saw on the shop page, it's already there. So if a vendor want to edit his product, then it's simply it can be done by here. Okay, if you cannot find the product page or anything else like this, then it's only one problem. Open the browser where you are logged in as an admin and come to settings and click on permalinks. Scroll down to the bottom where it says product permalinks and change it from custom base to default, and click on save changes. And once it's saved, then come again to this page and scroll down to the same section here and choose this custom base and save it again. Now if you come to vendors dashboard and click on products and do the same, click on edit, and you will be able to see the edit form here now. So that was a tiny problem with the permalinks. First we will have to do this, and then this error will never be occurred. Okay, now a vendor can change the title, or he can change the product from simple to virtual or downloadable. So these options are not available while adding the products, but once you add a product for simple, then you can change it to downloadable or virtual from here. So you can change the price, you can change the category, you can add tags and short description, and the most important thing is that you can now add a long description while editing this product. The SKU, the stock status, and product status, all these things, and purchase notes are now available in the edit product page. So that was all for today's video. If you are new here, then it is requested to please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our future updates. And if you have any question about this video, about this plugin or website, then please leave your question in the comment box and we will definitely reply, and we will make a new video if you need anything else. Thank you.